Well, howdy folks, buckle up because we are on a good old Texas adventure. We are comparing three cities that are about as unique as a three-legged armadillo doing the two-step. Come on, baby. We are talking about the difference between Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, and Midland, Texas. A lot of people say they're not West Texas. You know what?
It's actually not West Texas, it's actually South.
Whatever, bro. Everyone refers to these places as West Texas. I don't care how geographic it is, where the line is. So let's start off with the cost of living. Let's talk about Amarillo first. The cost of living in Amarillo is about 10.5% lower than the national average, which is great. People are always looking to save a little extra dougage in their pockets. The average monthly rent in Amarillo is around $953 a month, which, you know, according to who you ask, is a lot or a little. Energy bills cost anywhere between $160 and $170, $190, $200. A dentist appointment apparently is priced at around $89 on average, and a gallon of gas right now is around $3.30. And let's compare that to the cost of Lubbock, where the average monthly rental cost is around $1,119, while home prices are around $300 to $350K on average. Energy bills are anywhere from $147 to $180 a month. And Lubbock has just demonopolized energy, so it used to just be the City of Lubbock Utilities that would do energy and South Plains Electric. Now there's a bunch of different electric companies that are in there vying for your business. Gallon of gas is around the same as Amarillo, so that's something to consider for sure. Now let's talk about Midland, okay? The average monthly rent in Midland is actually more expensive than Lubbock and Amarillo. It's around $1,500 a month, $1,434 to be exact, with the average home price being close to $368, so more expensive homes. We all know that the cost of living is going to be relatively similar, and we all know that the cost of living for everyone in America recently has gone, it's a catapult, it's a freaking rocket. I could break down the cost of potato chips and eggs and coffee and all that jazz, but the reality of it is, here's some graphs and you can probably do the math yourself. It's all very similar. Now let's get into number 2, the population and demographics. Here we go. This is the fun one. According to the 2020 United States Census, there were 200,000 people, 76,000 households, and 50,000 families residing in Amarillo. So 200,000 people in Amarillo proper, which Lubbock's estimated population is 263,000. That's Lubbock proper, so that doesn't count like the 15-20 minute towns that are surrounding Lubbock that are close by, that are either suburbs, they're their own little city, or they're not suburbs, they're their own little city. I would say there's probably closer to 300, 350 if we were gonna count those. Check this out, in 2014, Midland actually ranked as the fastest growing small city in the United States. So the fastest growing, not just city, it's got its own subcategory of being small. And Midland is definitely smaller than Lubbock and Amarillo. It has a whopping 132,000 people. Now Midland is known in Texas as being the oil town. It's right, it's the Permian Basin. It is known for the booms and busts of oil. A lot of people from Lubbock and Amarillo will actually drive to Midland to go work on the oil fields or the surrounding areas because there's a liquid gold under the ground. All right, all right, all right. But really, the reality of it is there's a lot of oil out there and there's a lot of drilling and fracking, and I'll tell you what, I hope it doesn't stop anytime soon, baby. Keep drilling. Let's frickin' go. Find all the oil we can and screw EVs, man. Here's a list of the demographics. Obviously, you've got a relatively solid mix of folks, cultural melting pot that Texas is. You're gonna be finding stuff like that. We love diversity. Come on, baby. We judge people not on the color of their skin, but on the content of their character. And if you have a good character and you believe in a meritocracy, I think you're gonna fit in any of these cities very well. Okay, here we go. Let's get into some of the crime. This is what everyone wants to talk about all the time. They're always making fun of me in the comments and saying, I'm being really, I actually love when y'all comment. I'm not mad about commenting or even the bad stuff that you comment, because it's very interesting that I see someone comment something who's like, well, he didn't say something about this. Well, it's like, okay, but you could Google and it would take 2 seconds if like I don't get as granular as you want me to. Anyway, whatever, let's just keep going. With a crime rate of 42 per 1,000 residents, Amarillo has one of the highest crime rates in America compared to all other communities of all sizes. In Amarillo, your chance of becoming a victim of a property crime is 1 in 29, which seems pretty bad to me, which is a rate of 35 per 1,000 populations. Okay, but hold on. Lubbock seems to be even worse. In Lubbock, your chance of becoming a victim of a property crime is 1 in 24, which is a rate of 43 per 1,000 population. And I will say that stats can always they always tell a story for sure. But if you concentrate all of that in specific areas, I think what you're gonna find is it's happening in specific areas and maybe not so much in others. If you're picking up what I'm putting down here, okay? So I think that's something we need to consider, and that goes with any city is, you know, there are spots that are less conducive to having crime activities going on in them than there are others, and that's what we'll leave it at. Okay, and Midland is also considerably higher than the national average across all communities. Although at 23 per 1,000 residents, it does rank better than Lubbock and Amarillo. Okay, let's go into number 4, the access to nature and outdoor recreation, which, man, not a ton. You do got some canyons and more canyons, not a lot of lakes, not a lot of, you know, and they're not really comparable to anything, you know, in the maybe prettier parts of Texas. But hey, we've got our own stuff that we love in West Texas. Amarillo boasts proximity to Palo Duro Canyon, the second largest canyon in the United States, offering stunning landscapes and outdoor activities such as hiking, biking, and camping. Amarillo is also known for its parks, including Thompson Park, providing green spaces for recreational activities, which is pretty cool. Looks like they might even have a little waterfall there. Buffalo Springs Lake, which is close to Lubbock, provides boating, fishing, camping, all that jazz. Midland may not have large natural features like canyons or anything, but it does have cool parks. They've got Hogan Park there and a wildlife preserve for outdoor recreation, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I think the biggest thing that happens with a lot of these cities is people bird hunt, or in some places where it might be a little bit more foresty, they might deer hunt. And that's just kind of how it rolls all the way up to New Mexico. Outdoor activities, it's like a lot of people are rednecks and blue collar people. They don't have to go out and they're not thinking, oh, well, I need to go find a good hiking trail or biking trail. They're like, what are we doing this afternoon, Cletus? We're going out and drinking beer and shooting shotguns. Yeehaw! That's not everybody, and I'm not meaning to be insulting. And if you want to find a hiking, biking trail, there are those activities that you can do. People just find their own fun and they do their own thing. It's just, they're more country areas, these places are. So people are gonna find their own things to do, they're gonna make their own fun. That's what Texans do. It's a part of it. We ain't all yuppie, even though I'm yuppie. I'm definitely yuppie. Okay, reason number 5, let's talk about the educational opportunities of each respective city. Amarillo is served by the Amarillo Independent School District, is AISD, not AIDS. That would be a different thing, AISD, which includes several high schools, middle schools, and elementary schools. The city also home to Amarillo College, a community college, offering a wide range of academic programs. Lubbock is home to Texas Tech University, Lubbock Christian University, South Plains University, Wayland Baptist University. Come on, it's like I lived there for a long time. Yeah, it's like I know about Lubbock. But Texas Tech is by and large the biggest thing that we have going for us. It's synonymous with Lubbock, Texas, along with Buddy Holly. It is freaking awesome. So much going on. We got all the major sports teams, all the major activities. Our fans are absolute maniacs. They bleed crimson and black. It is awesome. Got a bunch of school districts in Lubbock, LISD, Friendship, Cooper. These places are growing like crazy. It's been a freaking hoot to watch it all grow. So yeah, Lubbock is great. Midland Independent School District oversees the public schools in Midland, and the city is also served by Midland College, which I don't know how big Midland College is, but I know that it's there, and you can do a lot of various academic activities at the college, such as get a degree in something. Okay, let's get into the next reason, which I've lost count at this point, is going to be the local cuisine and dining. And like I said, we got a lot of cows. Okay, so beef's a big deal. I mean, you got in Amarillo, you got that big steakhouse that has like the biggest steak in the world that they serve. I'm not sure what it's called, but you can do the food challenge there. It's been on Man vs. Food. It's been on a bunch of different other YouTube channels. Go look it up. I'm not sure what it's called, but beef's a big deal here, okay? But Lubbock, I would say, I know firsthand, has an extremely diverse array of different cuisines from all over the world that you would never expect. Like my favorite Thai food restaurant is in Lubbock. It's called Thai Pepper, and it is smacking. Get the pad thai or the cool special. It'll blow your socks off. Small little joint. You got an African dining place. It's called Bezos. It's on 34th Street. That place is really good too. They had amazing chicken when I went. And then of course, the king of foods in Texas, the hamburger. We absolutely can't get enough of these things, and Blue Sky Burgers is the place to be. Anyone who comes from out of town wants to eat at Blue Sky. It's fired up hamburgers. They're so delicious. And also, let's not forget, Capital Pizza is my favorite pizza joint on the planet. And these are all in Lubbock, Texas, which is crazy. But Amarillo, anyway, has lots good barbecue joints too. That's another thing. It's not just hamburgers that we do the beef with, it's barbecue. You got brisket, you got all the fixins. Also, another one I can't stop talking about Lubbock food because I'm getting hungry and thinking about it. Dirk's Chicken, another place that's new, downtown. Absolute gasoline. You get the rotisserie chicken with, you can get collard greens or French fries, and it will knock your socks off. It smacks so hard. And then Midland, to be honest, I don't know much about Midland's cuisine. I know that these are some that I found, or that we found, is Garlic Press, Opal's Table, Murray's Restaurant and Deli, and the Patio Draft House seem like pretty cool places. So check those out if you ever find yourself in Midland, or if you're wanting to move there. Okay, let's go to the next one, which is the people. So I would say all three of these places are known for their friendly and welcoming community, except Midland, I would say, is maybe the outlier there because it's more of a rough and rugged town. It's more of an oil town. Ebbs and flows economically with how oil's doing, with what administration's in office. So people might not be as friendly because the pace of life is probably a little bit faster in Midland. So Amarillo is known for having extraordinarily friendly people. I would truthfully say that Lubbock and Amarillo are probably very similar in this regard. I think there are more young people in Lubbock though, because what happens is people go to Texas Tech University, then they graduate, and then a lot of them end up staying and getting jobs in Lubbock or going to grad school. So there are significantly higher amount of younger people in Lubbock. And I think in the next 20 years, it's got potential to really be a poppin' spot. I mean, it's popping already, but like to completely evade itself from the stereotypical, you know, gossip that's been talked about. Oh, there's nothing to do there. It's a dumpy town, nothing but dirt and trash, and you know, it's on the come up. And if you go outside and you see what's going on in the nice spots in Lubbock, the newer areas, it's really coming up. Folks, I hope you had a good time, informative time with this video. I know I don't cover everything, but I try to be as thorough as possible with a lot of stuff I do cover. Of course, a lot of it's subjective. If you're interested in moving to Texas, either of these cities, give me a ring. My number is right here. You can email me, we can set up a Zoom call, and I will get right in front of you. So thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Toodles.